Hey guys, I have absolutely no idea when my live cut out. I've just done a really smooth road, which is really cool. It's nice to see how quiet it is now. So security, obviously just driving around. But I stood there without showing anyone on camera, just observing myself and using this as a political point with face recognition, being censored. I've broken my glasses slightly. The old type of headphones that I've got on my wire, the message on my back, the message on my bag, and it's given me a chance to have a look at every single car coming out there. And I counted in the time that I went past that if they go with globalism and zero emissions and all that bollocks, that out of that time counting, only 3 cars would be allowed to remain on the road, according to my calculations as a face recognition camera. And I wonder if that's a good thing. I wonder if that's a bad thing. But it also shows you that there was only 3 cars that was classed as zero emissions. So I'm just going to go past here a minute and just show you that the hotel here has actually no electric cars in it, but electric car base point. So if anyone actually wonders why, actually there's no electric cars in them, that's the funny thing. So I'm just outside one of the hotels for the camera. I don't want to get the people behind me, but this is an electric car thing. So for the privacy of the people behind me, I'll move that way. So one of the Portsmouth chiefs was sitting in there, so I thought I would give him his privacy. I could go and talk to his wife if they wanted to, but I'm very much struggling with my vocal cords and I'm very much struggling with my legs. However, I wanted to bike down the rest of the road, not skate. So I'm going to head home and then I'm going to bike down the other side. But hopefully it should be clear. Hopefully police have learnt their lesson as well on walking backwards when dealing with any form of thing. So I'm not going to go down that end at the moment. It all looks clear, but what they'll do is they'll section off the road where it's going down to the train station even more now, because in fact it's all on buses, so they'll all be deployed on buses at this particular point because they're doing the bridge. So while the bridge is being done, and if I'm correct, a lot of the buses were being done in replacement of trains, so not all the trains were coming down and going to Portsmouth. Hello. Oh, did they win tonight? 2-1. I've got a live on, so I don't want you to speak. Kelly, I've got a camera on, so how are you doing? Let me shake your hand, but I have got a camera on.
Yeah.
You have a nice time. Who won?
You're beautiful, Kelly.
Thank you very much. You're more than welcome. Thank you. Stuart, it's nice to meet you, Stuart. I won't get you on camera. It's lovely to meet you. So who won tonight?
Portsmouth.
Portsmouth by how many?
2-1.
2-1? Brilliant.
Now.
Sorry? Do you want to have an interview and tell me about it? I'm still on. Yeah?
I'm alright.
No? Okay. So 2-1 they won. Who were they playing?
Cardiff.
Oh, Cardiff lost, did they?
Yeah.
That's South Wales down. North Wales? Who plays North Wales? Who's North Wales? We've got Cardiff for South Wales. So who's North Wales?
Don't know.
I don't know either. Did you have a good time tonight? A great time tonight?
Yeah.
Good. You go home safe. Do you know what bus you're getting on? Number one. You know how to do all this, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? How many minutes?
Well,
18 minutes.
The beautiful on you.
Thank you very much, sir. That's very, very, very nice of you.
Kind, so nice.
So, you're very kind.
See you, love you.
Take care. God bless. God bless. What's your name again? Sorry, sir? Stuart.
Yeah.
Stuart. I remember that, Stuart. Take care. Take care, Stuart. It's very, 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 very learning difficulties. And would you ask him to go to work? And if he did, what would you ask him to do? Obviously, I didn't show him on camera, but he's oh, I don't want to hurt his ears with my skates. Oh, I don't want to hurt his little ears, bless him. They don't like my skates, dogs. Hurts their ears. Right, I've got a box over the top of my camera, but so far, other than the gentleman at the bus stop and obviously people down at Portsmouth, everybody out on the streets now is of Iranian, Caribbean, and a few others. An ambulance is still around slightly. Anyway, I do need to go down the other end because I check in on a few people like Nathan. Not Nathan, Stuart. So, back to normal. And do you know what? It was really sad because I came out to the shop earlier on and I thought, oh, it's really busy. Football. And literally, unless you're all dropping your children off at school or you're picking them up or there's a football game, Portsmouth is so quiet. And even the pub here is really, 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 really quiet. I'm trying to get to the road from here because it's hot. So anyway, it's clear behind me for a minute. So anyway, if globalism wins, don't say anything because I'm on a live, right? But I just stood and watched all the cars coming out.
Yeah.
If globalism and the fake climate change and zero emissions wins, that's only 3 cars that would be allowed to stay on the road that I counted out of all the cars that were there. Yeah, only 3. So you know the electric cars?
Yeah.
So when they were all coming out, I literally just had a look at all the cars and I thought, right, so politics and all that aside, it's not about politics, it's about bullshit and whether we get locked down again, yeah? We all went through it, doesn't matter where we were, right? It's been outed about vaccinations, yeah?
Sorry, 53 already.
So they won in Paris today. But yeah, 3 cars out of... And I literally went up as it was all coming in, stood at the gates, watched them all. But literally 3 cars. Part of me doesn't know if that's a good thing, because everybody wants thing. But the other thing is it's like all this on the cameras, face recognition, AI. See, I'm from an age where it was Terminator, AI. So I'm trying to understand, is that fear-mongered me because it's a Hollywood fucking film? Is AI a good thing? Or is AI a bad thing?
You never know, a lot of films that they obviously fictional things, but come up in the future again, you think, you know.
Yeah, but I remember when lockdown happened and I was asking you all to come out on my skates, trying to tell you all not to conform to the ways of the world, right, and what they were doing. And people were like, oh, you know, you think you're like Sarah Connor in Asda. And I said, I said red box or green box. And I was telling them there was AI face recognition. They were going, no, there's not. And then all of a sudden, it took nearly 5 years for the Prime Minister to say yes. Yeah. But I've been recording it for ages. I play up on it whether it lets me, I can go across the road on face recognition because it shut me down on Facebook and then it forced me. And I only did it because I would have lost all my children's pictures in my boxes. Yeah. So I gave the face recognition. So we're going into digital, yeah? Hey, seriously, people don't listen to me, but I said the day they're taking my head off when I don't take the chip is the day you'll all go, oh, now will you all bow down and take the chip? Because they've just taken her head off.
Get what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean? And people keep saying to me, oh, you're a patriot, you should be you're a royalist. I said, no. I said, it's not about the king, it's about bloodlines right now. And people just don't get it. Well, this came from me picture. I told you all in 2010 to take the mask off in the media. They fucked me about, yeah? It was to put the great back in Britain. Yeah. And I pitched Trump, Alan Sugar and Richard Branson. And people couldn't understand why. I said, because they did The Apprentice. Even went on Lancashire Radio with the winner of The Apprentice who tried to absolutely slate me because I was a mum.
Yeah.
Yeah?
As you will
I was
get
a
that
mum.
sometimes, yeah,
I was a
unfortunately.
mum of 4 children and a single mum at that. So they absolutely buried me. I came to Portsmouth after they covered me up at the arrest of David Cameron's election night because of a book called The Alchemist. And right at the end, it tells them to go home. And I thought, well, I haven't got a hometown, so I'll go where I was born. So I've been up and skating down here 9 years. 9 years. I started with a double buggy skating and I moved on. Anyway, fella and children will walk back. But yeah, I know people ain't into politics, but right now, if they're not, I think you're about the only people with jobs, I think, after this.
Yeah?
I think so. Because oh no, you know. No. It's all these freaking spiral bots. They'll roll down here with a spiral bot thing, and when that comes in, we've lost.
Yeah, you know that.
When that spiral bot comes in, we've lost. Anyway, have a good one. Tell Jackie you met me. She'll go, oh, I know who you were talking to. Right. So, these. And this. And all this. So the question is, do you want live AI face recognition on all the time? And places like this and corners, would you want them being played over earth cams so people can just sit and watch you go to the pub, cross over, and things like that? So in some places in America, they'll have these cameras on and they'll run off YouTube and pretty much show you that, right, this car, I can't hear it, I think so. Yeah, because most of the taxis got done during lockdown because they're going to be Robocop taxis. So all these will turn to Robocop taxis. So if you have a look at China, have a look at LA and a few other places, they're auto taxis. And is that a good thing? The question is, there's been no proper regulations with a lot of it. And without any regulation, it's quite difficult. So let me just stand here a minute and show you on this one that you can just see. That one obviously runs from the car and that one runs down here for the people. And then you see the red light going on for that side. And what I don't know is whether it will let me through under face recognition. It's not even coming on the light. So there would be a light on that side and there's no light coming on it. So if there's no light coming on that one and that one, that means Portsmouth today basically have stopped live recording, but they have continued with the live recording on the cars. So if they're right. So it is still live recording because I've stepped into the middle of the road. Yeah? Step back. There. Right, so did you see the red light literally go on and off? It's not actually easy to skate through the park, so I'm going to take the roads again and stay on the road a minute and keep this to me. So anyway, my mum doesn't see the point of my lives and everything like that. But let me just explain something. When I first ever stepped into people like Davos, the World Economic Forum, the World Health Organization and all this stuff, it's because I had to do what was called a SWOT analysis for what was then called Challenge Britain. 5 or 6 years previously, when Joe Medforth was murdered, it was registered on companies' houses, which is a corrupt corporate company, but basically the stead for registering a self-employed business. And that was unity in the community. And that was about festivals, carnivals, all the things that go on in the community for people to attend to that were predominantly free and or said events like Radio 1 Big Weekend that obviously wasn't. This car would pass. This is a Tesla. This car would not pass. This car would not pass. I'm not sure about this one. I don't think so. So basically an agenda was set by people. See, you can't really pin it down on one person, and this is the problem. It doesn't matter what organisation it is. There's always somebody that is the head of it, but is not the owner or said platform of it. And what you've got to remember, when the internet first came around, a lot of people set up .com companies and they didn't exist in the real world. I remember a world where when you used to book a ticket to go on holiday, you went to the travel agents. If you needed car insurance, you went to insurance, and obviously still we go into a branch, said bank. Going to London to get your passport was really easy. You didn't have all this constant migration floss, and sorting things out like that was quite easy. So, all that aside, I need to switch off and go down the hill a minute. I need to put this in my bag, that would be easier. I've done what I wanted to do. I just literally just stood at the back for a minute. I just needed to know who was who, what was what, who comes in and out, and who was going to be in the Tesla car. And that's all I really needed to know. And I saw, and that was cool. And there was only one in the full-blown Monty shebang, all spinning, all wheelie-dealy. So I've just put my glasses away. So literally now, the traffic is dead again. So for those that have just come on, I've just come out into my own space, my own place, while a football game is on. I literally live at the top end of Portsmouth Football Club. And sometimes when I come out, I get really pissed off. Like literally, like what triggered me off is I come out from A&E. I'd actually been in hospital, and I come out to absolute atrociousness with Millwall, and it was like, what the fuck? I could have shown you them, but I've shown you on the cameras. So all this as well, all this system was put in while you were all on lockdown. So while you weren't able to see your dying relatives, go to weddings, be at the birth of your child, go to work, being kept at home, I had already gone, there's a better way than what they were doing. It's like going to an Ann Summers party and going, oh, I could do better than that, and becoming an Ann Summers rep, yeah? And then when you leave, you remember their lingo. Ann Summers is run by women, for women, to enable them to feel confident about their sexuality, yeah? So things like that get set up in what's called workshops, seminars and events. And I studied under a guy called Dan Bradbury, who basically used to train the trainers. Again, a .com millionaire that sets up a website that has a paid membership, that has people come along and see. Oh, I blocked your way, sorry. Sorry, I blocked your way.
No, you're fine.
So, anyway, I'm just literally home now, and I don't want to take the camera all the way through. So, I was just looking at his dog hunter. You usually see a woman carrying a little bag, but I like it when I see a dad. And I think, do you know what? Which woman's made him do it, or has he chose to do it? You've got to take the dog out. It's like having to go and get the Tampax, isn't it?
Yeah, you know.
I got a German Shepherd though. I wish I had one of them. And he won't even walk that. So, anyway, I'm back in my own little space. I've gone out to do what I've got to do. Most people are not online, and sometimes people get it with humour. All I'm saying is, the only reason people like reform and things like that is because they are members of parliament, members of this, members of a boys club, members of that club, and from there So anyway, my Shiloh's just messaged me. Later.